if it was.
Get ready for a conversation with unfiltered truths, politically incorrect statements, and a ton of shit that will piss you Karens off. You've been officially warned. Welcome to the Big Mike Podcast with your host, Big Mike.
Hey, everybody, this is Mike with the Big Mike Podcast. Let me get right to it. So, look, I apologize right off the bat. Usually I try to get these every 2 days, but, man, life is throwing curveballs at everybody. I'm sure you guys understand what's going on with that. So, man, let's just get right at it because the lunacy that we are seeing right now is let me explain something. If you're watching the news at nighttime and you're scratching your head going, man, what the hell is going on with the world? You're in the same boat with about 100 million people. Because I'm going to give you some insight, some thoughts, some information that I got. Because apparently now people are starting to send more information our way, which is kind of cool. I have to go through it and comb through it and stuff like that because some of the stuff's a little quirky. So I really have to go through a bunch of stuff. But just the overall, just what we deal with the daily basis, like it's unreal. So I'm not going to go over some of the stuff. I'm going to go over stuff that, you know, the mainstream media is not going to report on at all, you know. So, and I apologize if you guys hear any back kind of noise or anything like that. We're still getting stuff worked on in the warehouse, so there might be clings and bangs in the background, but that's just something we have to go with. So give y'all, you know, what's going on. So let's get right to it, y'all. I mean, okay, I live in Texas. I'm in the hill country of Texas. Yes, and I will tell you 100% people are worried about the border. We don't need an influx of illegals coming in because we already have a problem here outside of Austin. If you go and look up Austin right now, right? It looks like a third world country. We're not the only, every liberal-run state in their capital area looks like Somalia, flat out. It looks like a shithole. Now, I'm going to say that because a lot of people go, oh, you shouldn't say that. Enough with the being PC. That's what it looks like. It just looks like a shanty town. It's terrible. People are scared. Let me tell you what. People are so scared. Businesses are not even telling their employees to go in and report. Just stay at the house and work. Because people are getting robbed at gunpoint. People are just getting jumped down there. I mean, Austin used to be really, really nice to a certain point. So, I mean, it was crazy. It was nuts. Let me turn this down. While I can, because I knew exactly I was missing something and I should have done it. But I know for a fact that when I get on these, everybody starts to try to, you know, people that know me, just kill the phone. So I'm going to kill that. But like I said, it looks like a shithole. Let's be honest. Let's just stop being PC correct about everything, okay? Let's just start being open about stuff because, look, they're trying to cancel every single thing. Dr. Seuss. They're trying to cancel Pepe Le Pew and Speedy Gonzales. Man, let me ask you one question. And think about it. And I know I got Mexicans that watch this. I got Brazilians that watch this. I got people from India that watch this. There's a reason, okay? If they thought I was racist or saying anything wrong, they wouldn't be watching this. Think about it. Right? I can't identify with the left and I can't identify with the right. I can't identify with the middle right now because we don't know what is going on. No one's got the balls to stand up and say anything truthfully. So it's us. And that's why you're watching this, because you're seeking out some little bit of facet of the truth, or at least someone's going to say something that someone's not willing to say. Right? If you can agree with me, and you don't have to agree with me. That's the great part about the First Amendment. So let me get on this. So they're trying to cancel Speedy Gonzales and Pepe Le Pew. They're saying Pepe Le Pew was a rapist and stuff like that, and Speedy Gonzales, it's a jab at Mexican people. Look, dude, when I was a little kid and we watched Speedy Gonzales, not one time did I say I was thinking about a Mexican guy. or the Speedy Gonzalez, any kind of racial anything. I know it didn't cross your mind because you were just watching Speedy Gonzalez haul ass Speedy Gonzalez because he was fast. You didn't care. He wore his big sombrero and was hauling ass all over the place. It was cool. Pepe Le Pew. He was just, he painted his tail. He was after what he wanted to get. He was after the female because he was French, and it was all about love and that kind of thing. That was the drive for it. He was passionate. It didn't have anything to do with the rape culture. What the hell are these people thinking? The rape culture. You know what it is? The people that are making stuff up like this, it's what they think. It's what they think, straight up. It's how they react. Look, I'm going to throw you some more gems too, okay? Our wonderful provider platform, okay, that they, because I can tell you right now, this channel automatically is not getting cycled on the algorithm. We know, we're watching, we're monitoring it. We know what's going on. We're almost to the point where we're shadow banned because people are like, yo, dude, why ain't this, why, I just found you in the category. We just located your videos, all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, we're out there. So let me get to one thing where I'm going to start talking about some stuff. And, look, man, this subject right here kills me. And I hate talking about it because it just does something to my psyche, and it's not, but I have to bring it up. The amount of pedophilia stuff that's going on should make you sick. It should burn your ass. I know it gets some people so upset where they want to go out and put some hands on some people's, and I'm right there with you. I understand how you feel about every aspect of this subject. Okay? I don't understand how people, it's evilness. That's what it is. It's just straight evil. Psychopathic evil. All right? And Dem lawmaker opposes Arizona bill that raises sentences for pedophilia because it would hurt people of color. See, now what they're doing is now they're going to use the race card on every facet of everything so it doesn't make sense, but if we put race in it, it makes sense. That's what they're doing. That's all they're doing. It's a total play on us. We all look, I know it. I'm the great evil of this world, right? I get up every morning, try to pay my bills, take care of my family, worry about the craziest stuff. I don't have time to worry about a black man down the road or a Mexican man down the road. I don't think the big bad boogeyman's coming to get me. I'm not out there. Like I said, it's about energy. It's what you project out. And I always tell people, the energy you project out, people know if you're a piece of shit. People know it. Right? Half my life I grew up in areas, prominently, there's more minorities in those areas. I'm not the only white kid that grew up in minority areas because my family wasn't well-to-do. We didn't live in the suburbs. I got a dose of being around all cultures. Filipino, Portuguese. Oh, well, I'm half Portuguese anyway, but Portuguese, Italian. Well, you could say it because I lived in those heavy cultural areas, upstate New York, lived in Virginia, around black people, everything, you name it. We never had a problem. I went to a prominently black school, in Virginia. We didn't have no problem. Yeah, there was a couple fist fights here and there. But all that was to prove where you stood in basically the social climate of the school. My honest opinion, if you went through high school and never got into a tiff, man, you weren't really enjoying school. And the reason why I say that is because it's a pecking order. Okay? That's all it is. It's a pecking order. All right? They want to know who the banty rooster is in the yard. That kind of thing. Who not to mess with, and that's what it was. So, but they're going to use race on every facet of every single thing. And towards the end of this, I'm going to get down to what the Rogue administration is doing about why they're going so fast and what's happening. And I'm going to give you some more insight that I got. Someone sent me some stuff. So, but yeah, just start looking out for the pedophilia stuff. And I'm going to go right to another one. right to another one to social media. And this, I'm going to tell you right now, this is from our perfect provider at YouTube. That they're so perfect, but they want to take people like me off just because I'm speaking a little bit of knowledge. All right. But yet, this was literally, I found this. This was deep. Some of y'all probably heard it. Some of y'all didn't. I'm pretty sure y'all didn't hear it. Transgender daycare worker and YouTube star charged with possessing child abuse images. Guess what, folks? Her channel's still up on YouTube right now. Can you believe this? That's what I'm talking about. You're not going to tell me that the lowest denominator of the community, of what makes up the entire United States, is going to dictate and tell me everything that's going on. You are not going to tell me. You are not going to let, where I'm at, I can promise you, dude, 100%. Let a man walk into a female's bathroom and where I'm at, and I promise you it's not going to happen. Because if you still got a dick, then you're still a man. I don't care what you think up here. Biology tells us, science tells us, our whole life growing up has told us, we've all been in biology class, there's only two sexes. Okay, if you think you're something else, you're just a little confused. I understand it, chemical imbalances and all that. I get it. I don't have a problem with gay people. I actually have gay people in my family. Guess what? They don't make it a big ordeal. All right? They don't push their agenda on anybody. And that's the problem I'm having. This transgender bullshit is pushed on everybody. All right? Love who you want to love. I don't have no problem. Don't push it on anybody. That's the thing. They want to push it. They don't want to worry about what we're doing. Let me tell you what. When the government starts worried about what you're doing in your bedroom, we got a problem. All right? I don't care if you're a transgender. I don't care if you're a gay man. I don't care who you love on. I've said this several times. But you're not going to push your agenda on the rest of 90% of America who believes heterosexuality. Okay? The gay community is a very small community. And let me tell you something. I talked to a gay person the other day. 100%. Flat out. On the phone. It was a friend of mine from Virginia. I wanted to get a take on it. We had a big conversation. And I asked him, I said, back in the day, when it was taboo to be gay, I said, where'd you get the most hate from? No shit. Flat out. What he told me was other gay people. He got more flack from other gay people than us. He was never worried about a straight man walking up to him, giving him grief. Never. And that blew me away. Like, man, what the hell? Because, see, I had people in my family that are gay or that were gay, passed away. But never once did I feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm talking about? Being around them. I felt love, enjoy. It was family, that kind of thing. You would never guessed. Well, some people would have guessed. I mean, because when you're in a family setting, you don't care because it's your family and there's nothing you're thinking. You're not thinking anything bad about anybody at all. You know, you're just loving that person because they're part of your family, and that's how it's always supposed to be. They're going to have your emotional support. They got your back, that kind of thing. But never once was the gay agenda ever brought up in the family setting, even in holiday time or anything like that, to a point where people were upset. Never heard of family members, I'm not coming because he's going to be there. No, never. So don't let them play. And I honestly feel the gay community is getting bashed on right now more than anything because of this transgender crap. Okay? We don't need to see it in commercials. That's my thing. Because you don't make up the community. Some gay people will understand what I'm saying. Some gay people won't. But a majority of the people I know understand exactly what I'm trying to say. Okay? We don't need to see a drug commercial with two gay guys kissing and laying in bed because you don't make up the majority. You understand what I'm saying? You make up a little, you're a grain of sand on the old microcosm of everything that's going on. So it's an agenda. When they do something like that, it's an agenda. Period. Okay? I still believe in marriage, heterosexuality, but it doesn't make me a bigot and it doesn't make me someone that hates. It's just what I believe in. So I don't wake up every morning and freak out over stupid shit like these other people are. I can tell you that. So Well, I'm down here on the border. Let's go past that subject. I just want to bring that up because the craziness, you're going to see a lot more. I mean, you saw a big sting in Tampa with the human trafficking. The human trafficking is about to come to light, and it's about to come to light with a big super speed wham. Some stuff's about to drop. I'm going to go over some more details. I'm going to cover a couple more things, and then I'm going to get down in the meat and potatoes of everything I've been kind of like getting sent to. And now the stuff I'm going to go over towards the end of this, I didn't validate none of this stuff. So if you want to go out and validate it, go validate it. I didn't have time. Right now, with us trying to get things back to normal in the warehouse and getting the pipe situation, oh my God, trying to get people to get up here, it's crazy. So our governor, Abbott, which a lot of people think he's a piece of shit, he's opening our state. Finally, we need to open the state. Because here's the thing. A friend of my son's, right? Cool kid. Love the kid. He's been to my house I don't know how many times. A billion. Hung out. Let me give you a little backstory about this kid. Black kid. Scared of his own shadow when he first came out to the house because he came out to the ranch. Scared of everything, bugs, everything, you name it, because he wasn't used to it. My son friended him in 6th grade. They were friends, thick as thieves, all the way through they graduated. This kid, now, shoot, you bring him out to the house, you thought he was a straight up, like I tell everybody, he's my other son, and he's not scared of a damn thing. Jumps on a horse, rides down it's crazy. Because he was taught something outside differently, not to be scared of everything that you face in the world. And that's the problem. But I talked to him on the phone the other day and he was really upset. And I'm like, well, what's going on, man? And he was like, look, man, up here where I go to college, he's in college now. He goes, I am so sick of hearing everybody. They're crying that, because he's in college, they're crying that the bars are closed. Certain eating spots are closed. But the second they tell him we're going to open, and they start crying because he's going to open up the state again. I said, well, you make a choice on what you're going to do. He goes, I'm done with it all. I can't handle it no more. I said, well, then speak your mind on it. And that's what he did. He went online and went off. So, and that's what I'm trying to say is they're trying to bring race into everything. So what we have to do is, like content creators and podcasters and stuff like that, we have to bring our own personal experiences into the fold. So let you guys know, hey, we're in the same boat. Okay. Not all of us live in this bubble, right? A lot of us are multicultural. We deal with a lot of different cultures, our different races. It doesn't matter, and like I don't look at that kid as a black kid. That's my son's black friend. I just brought that up so I can give you the highlight of the story. He's more welcome to come over all the time. This kid has probably spent more time at my house than my other son. And him and my son are thick as thieves. They don't even look at color. They play games. They tell jokes on each other. It's a trip. And see, when we were growing up, when you're a little kid, you didn't see color. You never saw color. You just wanted to go play with your buddy, right? But when you got older, right, people started putting things in your head, because what they were doing, they were paint brushing. And then when you got older and you started looking at each other, then all of a sudden you started hating each other for no reason. There was no reason, because like I tell people, racism is thought. Or it's an agenda. It's an ideal it puts in someone's head. Racism is taught, flat out. Because let me tell you what, in my family, believe it or not, sounds crazy, my family's half German, half Portuguese. Straight up. I'm half German, half Portuguese. Down the line, like literally, grandma's, full-blown German on this side and full-blown Portuguese on that side. It's a hell of a weird mixed conversation. And when you're in that type of environment, you can relate both sides. You don't feel out of place. I know a lot of people that are probably, or maybe half white, half Mexican, that don't feel out of place when they go to their Mexican grandparents, and they don't feel out of place when they go to their white grandparents because they're not looking at race because it's a family thing. They're not looking at that. They're not looking at it like in any other kind of thing. Because I got Mexican people in my family. I have Asian people in my family. I have black people in my family. I'm not joking. Go look it up. I'm dead serious. We're all connected some way, somehow. So what it is that the upper echelon of this world who controls the puppet strings do not want people, right? Do not want people to understand that we're all interwoven together. And if we just come together and look past the bullshit that everybody else is telling you about, then they're screwed. It's game over. It's checkmate. 100%. 100% is checkmate. So, I'm telling you. And the reason why this border thing is serious down here is, let me tell you what. Yeah, Texas has got a lot of white people in it. Texas has got a lot of Mexican people in it. 1 moment. And so what it is I'm hearing more from the Mexican Americans side of things than I am the white neighborhood side of things. That makes sense, y'all? These people are fanatic. But let me give you a little insight, okay? Because I don't want to paintbrush this, and I want you to think I'm just, just putting this all together, and just slapping this, and it's going to be one thing. No. When I say this, it's the Mexican Americans that are upset. It's because it's not a whole lot of Mexicans coming across the border, y'all. All right? I know people in El Paso. I know people in Matamoros. They're like, yo, bro, it ain't what you think down here. It's not like, because see, look, dude, in Texas, there's a border culture. We all know. There's a border culture, okay? Straight up. I'm going to give you all a scenario. If you're not from Texas, you don't understand this. Some of you Texans, you guys know there's a border culture in Texas. It's been like that since the Wild West days, okay? Mexican folks come back and forth across the border. Some come to work and they go back over. We go over there to shop, that kind of thing. Here lately it's slowed down because of the cartel activity, because they're getting wild. They're wilding out, But we all know that was going on. I mean, the cartel stuff's been going on in the 80s, since the 80s. It's not new, y'all. Okay? You're just seeing all of a sudden now with social media, it exposes the light on the stuff the past 10 years. That shit's been going on hardcore since the 80s. Straight up, Cartels have been around for a minute. But the whole point of it is we were getting along, no problem. All right? Back and forth, yeah, we had some come up, that kind of thing. But what's coming up is not... You guys can hear that probably in the background. I apologize. They're working on some stuff. Let me do something here and see if I can get a hold of the construction guys. Sorry, y'all. There we go. Yeah, okay. I told them I was going in to shoot, and I told them not to try to make too much noise, but they got to do their job. Back to the border thing. We didn't have no problems down there because was a border. The border town scenarios down there are completely different than people think. Yes, you get some of the best, authentic Mexican food on the planet. The closer you get down to the border, oh my God, it's gorgeous. I love it. But what it is you got the Mexican folks down there that live in McAllen and stuff like that, Corpus and all that kind of thing, or those little inlets and stuff. El Paso, dude, it's Guatemalans, Hondurans, it's Central America coming through. There's Asians coming through. There's Iranians coming through. There's Syrians coming through. Somalians coming through. People from Sudan are coming through. That's what we're freaking out about. That's what we're worried about. I mean, I'm telling you, sleeper cells can get in, straight up. And what it is what Biden did, and what people don't understand, is the reason why they're rushing so fast, y'all, is because they're trying to disrupt everything that's about to come out. They want to go ahead and try to get this done. That's why the Supreme Court did what they did, slap down the last Trump thing, with the Wisconsin case that went in. They slapped it down because the Supreme Court, y'all, it's done. Okay, it's 100% done. They're all corrupt, 100%. So our justice system's fried. Our justice system 100% is fried. And what that does, that equals when we don't have courts and when we don't have people standing up and going, nuh-uh, this is the letter of the law. This needs to happen, because we have to have law and order, because if we don't, it's lawlessness. Okay? People are going to start thinking, well, hey, the top part don't get in trouble. They can rob, pillage, and be corrupt all they want to. Right? Straight up. And nothing happens. That's a trickle-down effect that will start happening. I promise you. We're already seeing it. People getting robbed in broad daylight. Straight up. Broad daylight. Well, if you're in a state that you got open carry, you better be carrying. I think we're getting ready to vote on that here in Texas. We have you can carry open carry, but our open carry's got to go through a permit. We need a constitutional carry. I don't know why Texas doesn't, because I know why. Because we got a lot of libtards still in certain fashions. What I want you to start doing is I want you to start in your local community. Okay, this all starts at the local level. I want you to start looking. Sorry, my mouth's getting dry. I got to keep going. I want you to understand something. We'll get back on the border wall here in a minute. You ever wonder, stop and wonder, why? Boom. You ever stop and wonder? You go to your Assembly Council meeting, look at everybody on the panel. If you look at everybody on the panel, and I'm going to break this down, this is in every state, every county, every city, everything. They're all on the take. They're all on the take. Don't get it twisted. There might be one or two good people, but everybody else is on the take. All right, even down to the school boards. Okay, this is a power thing. This is a power thing. But I'm going to throw this little bit of information. Look at everybody on the panel or the council. All right, everybody on the council, either their husband or spouse is involved in real estate. Right, conflict of interest right there. Husband or spouse is involved in construction. Straight up. You guys see where I'm coming from? You guys see in the picture how this is breaking down? Every husband or spouse is on an organization that dictates the planning, the city planning, which the other buddy dictates the construction company, right? Which the other person dictates the real estate in the area. Real estate speculation, right? New projects, right? Think about it. Who's my buddy's on the city council, right? Big ass construction project coming up. Guess who gets the contract? His buddy. New string of neighborhoods coming up, right? My wife's a real estate agent. Guess who gets the first dibby and knows about the neighborhood going in so she can get her dibbies in on it, or her husband in on it, so they can go out and sell all the houses. You guys see where I'm talking about this? How this works? Organizations setting up community stuff, right? What community organizations are involved? Look, the reason why I'm telling you this is I'm gonna interview a lawyer from out of state that's gonna break down some stuff in a certain county, right? And the amount of corruption that this lawyer has found will blow your mind. Will blow your mind. Will blow your mind. Because what I'm trying to tell you is they are straight up 100%. They have been robbing us from the local level all the way up to the federal level. That's what's going on. Now, I know you guys have probably watched some other shows, got some intel, some other stuff. But the problem with that is I know you guys are hearing certain things, because I'm hearing certain things, 100%. But the problem of it is when I'm hearing certain things, myself, I'm trying to get those the certain type of information. I'm trying to get it, but they're not getting back with me on it. That's what's going on. So, but I'm going to do another show. I'm going to try to get every 2 days. I'm going to try to get back on the cycle. Like I said, with the warehouse, it just got destroyed, y'all. We're trying to piece it back together 100%. So I'm going to try to, I want to cover one more thing before we get out of here. I appreciate you guys checking in. Hey, look, you guys are watching this video. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. That's the best thing you can do. Tell your friends about the channel. Share it. I don't have a big news network or nothing like that. Basically, I'm just a business owner that got upset, and I'm right there with y'all. I know other people are upset. If I say things for you, I'm the type of person, I'll say it for you. Period. I'll say it for you. No matter what the hell the situation is, I'm going to say it for you. I don't know what the hell was that with the hand things. Watch out, y'all. Watch out. So, some of y'all were asking me about my cohort, James over here. James is taking a break. He will be back on the next one we got coming up. He's going to help me, cross through that. But I know a lot of you guys like me, the one-on-one type deal. I'm sorry if the camera's here and the camera's over there. I don't know which way to look at. So if it looks like I'm off, then I apologize for that. So, but I still think I'm going to give you all a scenario before we haul booty. So here's another thing. The masks, chunk them. They don't work. Go look at the CDC, what they said the other day. Go look at what they said. Does it make any sense? They've never worked. All it is a con. It's to control you. So let me tell you what this is, this overall objective. Because what the people, this is a beta test. They want to see, okay, because they all know that this virus is fake. Okay, all it is the flu. All they did was 2020 flu and tag corona on it. That's all it was, okay? All of a sudden, heart attack stopped, cancer stopped, everything else stopped. Come on, give me a break, okay? Now we got Colorado ski towns, right, that are hiring mass patrols on the ski mountain during spring break. This is the dumbest thing. 9 times out of 10 when I went to Colorado, because I had some people live out in Colorado Springs and Steamboat Springs, I used to go up there all the time and ski. Well, snowboard, I can't ski for save my life. When you're on the mountain, 9 times out of 10, you put this over. If you're in deep powder, you put your face mask on. But if it's like a dry day, sunny day, and you're doing that, you need all the oxygen you can get, because the higher you go, you deplete your oxygen levels, right? So for us, like I'm in Texas, it takes me about a day or two to get my chest kind of like compressed properly, right? So I can go on there and feel like I'm going to pass out. You guys know what I'm saying. The elevation change you. But they want you to wear a mask, 2 masks, plus that, why you're exerting so much energy and oxygen when you need it at a high level altitude. This is ludicrous. Colorado, y'all should be ashamed of that. Okay? And on top of that, when you're skiing, you're already 6 feet away because you're moving. So it doesn't make any sense. It's just going to get crazier and crazier as we go. So let's, I'm going to try to go over one more story here before we cut it, because I don't want these to run. Our big one's coming up here pretty soon. We're going to go live. We're going to go live for a long time, and we're going to talk about everything. Crazy stuff that doesn't make sense, stuff that I talked about in the last one with the suppressed medical technology and all kinds of stuff. So let me get here. I'm trying to figure out. All right, let's just go with this. All right, so you're going to see some information drop. So from what I understand, it's going around, so I tried to look at it. And the videos I've seen about it was old footage, but I do know Trump was in Switzerland, okay? The videos I did see, that's old footage, all right? But I do know that he was on Air Force One and actually went to Switzerland, which is crazy, okay? So if you don't think he's still doing some stuff in the background, you better start doing some heavy research, because the stuff I'm seeing is just crazy. Now, somebody sent me some stuff and said he was working on a Nacera, which is basically we take back everything back that was stolen from us, right? Accounts are set up, all kinds of stuff. So apparently that's going to be happening. That's going to be dropping here soon. I haven't got any confirmation on it. I'm reaching out to some people who said some things like that, but no one's contacted me back about some stuff on that. So that's what's going on with that. Now we got all kind of, you're going to see Republicans jump ship because it's the closer we get to like some of the information dump that's getting ready to happen, that people are going to start jumping ship thinking they're going to be safe with the Biden administration. In actuality, they're just going to criminate themselves and they're going to get in more trouble. That's what's going to go on. So don't think these people are just going to walk away. Yeah. Okay. Let's go from this. So this is the last part of the podcast here. I'm going to shut this off. All right. So here we go. What I want you all to start doing is start watching what's getting ready to come down the pike. Okay. We all see the video bits about Biden asking Nance, is it okay to ask questions? And then the feed drops, right? Because we all know what's going on. Biden's not running the show. We know what was going on. We called it before. Biden's not going to make it another 2 months. He can't. His body can't take it. You guys see he's deteriorating daily. He's deteriorating on everything. He mumbles. He loses train of thought. He's sick. It's sad to watch. It's a sick man. But he will not do a State of the Union. It won't happen. It's done. It's gone. All right. Only president in history that probably didn't do a State of the Union. I'm pretty sure. Now that I'm looking at everything. So what I'm thinking is going to happen, Popcorn's going to, or Corn Pop, whatever you want to call him, he's not going to wake up one morning and the weapon national. Well, you know what? There ain't going to be no 21 gun salute for that crook. It's not going to happen. Sorry. Because I don't recognize him as the president. Nope, because they still haven't addressed what was the election fraud. I mean, look what's going on in Maricopa County. Maricopa County? Come on, dude. They found stuff in the garbage. Okay? If they went back and said there was fraud in Maricopa County, guess what? That changes everything. All it takes is one. They got the evidence. Those people were circumventing. They were obstructing the entire time because they know every person who worked on that should be hauled into jail right now. Where is the DA? Where is the district attorney in Maricopa County right now? If he was involved or she was involved, she needs to be arrested. Straight up. The sheriff needs to go in there and just start cleaning house. That's what people don't understand. The sheriff is elected by the people. He can go in and do some damage. All right, sheriffs across the counties, across the countries, get your head together. Get your head out of your ass. Stop being a puss. You were elected by the people. You are the strongest candidate in the county. You are the strongest person in the county. Nope. Over any mayor, over anything, because you were elected by the people of that county. Sheriffs need to start understanding their oath of office. I honestly do. They need to start. The oath of office is big. He ain't going to make it. Kamala Harris is going to slide in. Nancy Pelosi thinks she's going to be slotted in for something. She's done. She's cooked. Okay? The information is going to come out about the Capitol. She's done. You think the laptop is over with? Give me a break. The laptop is not over with. The laptop, this ain't going away. Things don't go away. Gavin Newsom, you just need to keep your mouth shut. You need to keep your mouth shut. Every time you open your mouth, you shoot yourself in the head. Every single time. Don't worry about what my state's doing, bro. Worry about your state because you're destroying that state. All those people, all those multimillionaires in California, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? He is going to destroy your real estate. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to do on the next podcast, get ready because I'm going to go in depth on real estate. If you are leveraged in real estate, get the hell out now. Get out while you can. I'm telling you right now, some shit's coming down the pipe. If you are leveraged yourself in real estate, sell everything you own right now. I'll digress more on the next podcast on that one. I'll show you all some charts. I'll show you who's saying what, and you better be mindful. This one gentleman said it before, and no one listened, and everybody got burned. The people who did listen made more money than they ever did. So that's what's going to happen. But get ready. You're going to start seeing the Clinton name pop up all over the place. All over the place. Some information's coming out. I'm telling y'all, I've been talking to, if you guys go back, I don't know what podcast it is. And I went over the scenario about the podcast, about the laptops. I think there was about 6 or 7. I went through the scenario about how they're all daisy chained together. Well, that Anthony Weiner laptop, it didn't go away. It's not going away. All right. You're about to see a video drop. A video is getting ready to get released. I don't know what date it is. All I was told this in some information I was sent. Information is going to be sent out all over the place to everybody like myself who has a show, who, all of them. Also, too, y'all, I'm trying to get a hold of Scott McKay and see if me and Scott McKay can get after it a little bit. I want to ask Scott some questions. I want to, see. I want to mirror up our information together on what's going on. So if I can get a hold of Scott McKay, a Patriot Street Fighter, I'm sure y'all gonna know who I'm talking about. If y'all send him my link, if y'all would see what's up, because it seems like in the comment section y'all get in there and start saying he pays attention more because he never answers anything. I know he's a busy guy, and I want to talk to Dave Rodriguez. Those are the 2 guys I want to talk to. I want to go over some intel that I got, that I'm getting, and I want to see if it matches up. Because something's telling me I think it matches up a little bit, but some stuff's a little bit different. So that's what I want to do. I want to kind of get some receipts for you guys, because like I said, hearsay's a bitch. I don't want to. If I say something, I'm going to own it. If I make a mistake, I'm going to own it. But what I want to do is I really want to go, hey, look, this is what I got. It's what you got in the tray. You know what I'm trying to say? But have you noticed? I've noticed this, and some of y'all noticed. They've been playing certain election movies on HBO, Cinemax, Showtime, things like that. That's funny. And I got news for this platform right here. I got news for this platform. YouTube, I think about April, YouTube's going to start changing their things because they demonetize a lot of people. The free speech thing is going to hurt them. Okay? Because I know for a fact, right, just for people, people coming in, analyzing things. And this is the reason why the Big Mike podcast is not on the podcast, the libraries and stuff right now just yet, because we're waiting another 30 days for some other stuff to go down, because there's some talk of where they're going to have, because states are going to come in and they're going to start hitting these tech companies, because this is what I think. You guys all heard it. Trump's working on his own platform, like YouTube platform, things like that. What do you think would happen, okay, if they just, boom, cut our First Amendment off, cut everybody's channels off, right? I don't know where they would make their money or where they would do it. And then all of a sudden, there's a beacon light. Boom, boom, come over here. Come over here. You're more welcome to come over here and enjoy free speech, enjoy your thought process, and get monetized, and that's what we're doing, because we're not monetized right now. I don't have 1,000 subscribers. So in order to get monetized, I don't even have a donate button. Someone told me I was crazy. I don't have a donate button. I'll get that all up. But see, that just tells y'all that I'm not really, I know eventually once we get to a certain level of stuff that we're going to have that, because we're going to have to eventually get more equipment in here and more people in here. Because the operation is going to get bigger. Hell, we're not even done with the studio yet. Nowhere even near done. I don't even have I should have 3 more people over here. But in time, it will come. And that's why I enjoy, when I get a subscriber, I enjoy getting a subscriber, even if it's 1 or 2. If it takes a long time to build it, then it's built organically. And that's what I want. I don't want to build it super quick. I want to build a strong base. So the people that are following me now are going to understand everything. They were at the ground level with us, and they stayed with us, that kind of thing. Those are supporters I want. So I hope you all enjoyed this. Like I said, I'm coming in boom, 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 boom right now, because once we get the crap fixed with the internet here, y'all, the reason why we can't stream live right now is our internet is shitty, and we can't figure it out. We can't even get the people out here to do an assessment. The node is 100 feet away, right? All they got to do is bring it all the way to the big pole. We have a big, like it looks like a radio, a radio broadcast pole pretty much outside this building. It's huge. All we got to do is run the node up to it. It's 100 feet. We even told them to drop the cable. We'll do it ourselves. But, it's bureaucratic red tape. Every time you turn around, it's always something. They got to do this, got to do that. Because what they want to do is they want to rip you off for services that cost nothing. They want it to cost nothing. What's it cost for you to hook up a wire, drape it over the line, and us zip tie it all the way down the driveway? Nothing. We can do it ourselves. I'll go get you want to charge me $8,000 for something I can do in an hour and a half for $450. Doesn't make no sense. So, but that's what's going on. Thank y'all. I love y'all. God bless America. This is the Big Mike Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, hit that bell, do whatever you got to do. Whatever you got to do to follow us or whatever. Share this page, do all that. I know I haven't been on the Facebook page doing much anything, been taking care of a lot of stuff. Life's crazy. I'm with y'all in the craziness, so I want y'all to know I'm right there with you. I'm a real person. I don't get on this by no means for any kind of self-deprecation or anything like that. I enjoy this. I enjoy the comments. I enjoy everything. I'm right there with you. I'm in the thick of it. I'm not some of these guys take their platforms and they get outside the platforms because there was a big deal that happened in Vegas. And for some odd reason, I'm scratching my head like, wait a minute. Some of the people I do know went to Vegas and no one contacted me. That's what shot my ass. You guys, the people who are listening to this, watching, you guys know who you are. You chat my ass when you did that because I should have been in Vegas. I should have been invited. You guys didn't invite me, so that just tells me that either you don't like my brand or I'm just a little too much truthful, because I'm not out there right now, not doing it right now. I'm not pushing anything. Okay. We all have to make money. And I know these shows and platforms have to, straight up, right? Okay. But I think I probably plugged maybe one or two things, maybe. But without me being monetized and stuff like that, see, I want to control. I'm not going to plug for somebody else. If you want to build a proper platform, control the products you're plugging so people know that they're genuinely getting the products that you endorse, straight up. So I'm going to go down that. Down the road a little bit on that one about how certain things are done, because people are going, Mike, I want to donate to your channel. When are you going to start doing super chats? That's going to come down the road. Give me another week or two, and we'll get that all set up, and we're going to do a big live. You guys can come in and chat, ask questions, that kind of stuff, because you have the right to, because it's a free speech platform. You have the right to tell me to screw off, whatever, it don't matter. You guys can agree with me or not agree with me. That's the great part about this, because at the end of the day, all right, you make your own choices. That's all it's about. So thank you all again. I'm Mike with the Big Mike Podcast. Hope you guys can check me out. Go check out my recent videos on there and give me thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever it is. Thank you all. Love you. God bless America. And we'll see you on the next Big Mike Podcast, baby.
Get ready for a